So this is an example of how you can tape an Achilles. So first you have the person lie on their stomach and they can kind of point their toes a little bit. Then you're going to start taping right below their calf muscle. And if it's a guy, you probably want to use pre-wrap so it's more comfortable. You kind of angle the tape down a little bit so that it doesn't create wrinkles. And then you're going to do an anchor at the top, and then a half width down from that anchor you'll do another one. And with the anchors you want to make sure that you don't pull them too tightly because you don't want to restrict their muscle at all. So there's the second anchor. Okay, and then you'll do a third anchor. Okay, and they're all like a half width apart from each other. And then you're going to move down to the foot and do an anchor right at the center. And remember to do it loosely so you also don't restrict the muscles here. Okay, now you're going to take the brown tape, and this one you probably have to cut because it's harder to tear. And you're going to start and kind of measure it out from the bottom anchor to the top, and you want to kind of stretch it so that it kind of supports the Achilles. And you can, after you measure the first one, you can kind of use that to measure out the second two, and you can make this on a table. You don't have to try and measure each one individually. Okay, so then you'll put the first one down. So you start right at the bottom anchor and take it up to the top. And then it might pop off, so you can do another anchor around this top piece. And you'll do it a half width down, just like we did for the other ones. And then you'll add the next brown strip. Make sure that one stays tight. And this one is going to be kind of like an X, so if you start at the right down at the bottom anchor, then you'll bring it up to the left for the top. And then because it's slipping, I'll do another anchor at the top to hold it in place. Okay. Make sure it's not too tight. And then for the last one, because we went from the right corner at the bottom to the top left corner, we'll do this one from the bottom left corner to the top right corner. And then I'll do an anchor around the top so that it stays. Okay, and then for the bottom ones, to make sure that they stay, I'll do an anchor down here. Make sure you pull them kind of tightly. Okay. You want to make sure you don't have wrinkles on the bottom because that can be uncomfortable. So now that the brown strips are tightly and the anchors are supporting them, you take the white stretchy tape and you start at the bottom and wrap up towards the heart. Just going to take this piece off. And you wrap up, and you just don't wrap over the heel, but you wrap over the rest of it. And just cover it all. And then once you make your way to the top, you can just tear that off, and then to make sure that it stays, you use this tape again. And then just do a final anchor to make sure that the whole thing stays in place. And that's an Achilles taping.